Never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Then he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
The score, Steelers 7, Bears nothing.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin toward the sideline. Intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, nice move. get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Bears 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
West right here. Alpha, 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 alpha.
Back to throw, Fields. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been out carrying the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Don't jump. Ready?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Extend. Johnson, Johnson.
Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 7. He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, go. 18 Rattle. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And bulldozing his way through. Still fighting. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Go.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The man in motion left here, Johnson. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go,
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They'll set up a throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation in a 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go.
Fields on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Here we go.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Right.
And now here's a carry heading left. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Terrence. Up, let's go. No muss.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. Touchdown! Tyler Scott, 31 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Johnson goes in motion left. Harris running straight ahead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll look to throw here. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10, Fields again. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. In motion goes the tight end. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Back to throw. Fields.
His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, no, Monday. Hey, Ken. Right.
Now it's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Don't jump. Ready?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Right.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. 35 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll toss to Harris.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On play action, they'll throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go, son.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 551, 5. Go.
Fields. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
To the air again, Fields.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go, son.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hey, can't.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers 1st down.
Okay, break.